Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 18, which is also Professor Winter's birthday game. Couple things. Happy birthday, Professor Winter. Now, couple of things before. We still have all the cards from that we put out before. We got the Just Desserts card, the Festival Outfits card, the Prismeridian shopping card. I know that Van X just got one. So Vala. Van X was on my mind. Now, what we plan to do is very similar to the telethon that we did. We wanted to have a very long game starting the next arc. Starting the in-between arc. We're going to go to Prismeridian. We're going to set things up. We're going to have a big speakeasy that encompasses all three of these games. The Who's the Boss, the Gone Fishing, and the Shopping. They're all going to happen in, like, each one of them is probably going to get like an hour at least. It's going to be a longer speakeasy for those scenes. Then after that, we are going to play 2 games of Fiasco. One, setting up the festival and setting in stone, because all you guys had so many great ideas for what Prismeridian did, what the festival was for, what these people did. Like, we've got the art for it based on like everything we said. Now we want you all to make the decisions what it is. What is this festival? Is it actually the marriage festival that we said before? Is it something else? Like, is it trade? What's going on there? All those wonderful things. And then, of course, we have conflict. Now, the conflict one is just, what's wrong here? I don't know what's wrong here. I like this place and it's just beautiful. But you all, 4 of you, get to decide what's going on here that is the problem. Like, for the rest of that arc, what's the problem? It could be perfect and nothing is wrong, but I don't think so. I got suspicions that something's underneath it. And also, we put up another character theme song. I don't know if that means anything that we put another one up, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But tonight we are playing a game called Justicar. It has no dice. It is well, let's get into it. I said don't look into it, Vala. Just don't worry about it. Jesus. Jumping down my throat. Nope. Mushroom doesn't work on Nyx.
Oh, wait.
Alright, everybody. Today we are playing the game Justicar. We have Juris, played by Professor Winter.
I choose not to respond to this introduction on the grounds it may incriminate me.
Fair. We have Chad, played by Cole.
Good evening, everyone.
Star Witness Midnight, played by Kawari.
They invited the lawyer's worst nightmare. Let's see what happens.
And Best Dreamwalker / lawyer in Neferka, Vulpa, played by Linear.
Objective hearsay.
It's like, no, they were Mudon's just like, they were complimenting you. Take it.
Still
Take it.
hearsay.
Okay. It's like, sustained. And I am Nyx. I will be playing the judge of this here game. So, this game does involve dice so much as it is, very Phoenix Wright. We're in the classroom. Everybody has clues that they have, I hope they have written down somewhere. They have witnesses that they play. So it is Juris. You know what? Let's start. I'm going to start with. You guys hear a gavel, like papers rustle, and then a gavel slam as Nyx looks up from their paperwork. They're like, "Welcome everybody to this impromptu per diem case. It's like it's a little last minute, but we needed to get this out of the way. I, Nyx, you all should know me. It's like, I'm here to play fair. My past relationships with both the per diem and the Lockstitch, I feel, come together, weigh each other out. I don't feel like I am biased one way or the other. Now, it's like representing the defense. Oh, sorry. Wait, who gets in court? Who gets introduced when?
Normally it starts with prosecution, then defense, and goes to reverse for closings.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Like, representing per diem and hymnal. In this case, we have a volunteer from out of town. We have the esteemed lawyer and dreamwalker, Vulpa, seconded by Mudon.
Thank you. Oh, am I supposed to do my opening statement now? Okay.
Yeah. What's Vulpa wearing to this? Like,
I think just a nice suit, probably sourced rather quickly from somewhere in Nefertari, probably. I assume they have at least somewhere to buy suits.
absolutely.
I mean, they have per diems, so they've definitely got higher end stuff somewhere. But left my good stuff at home, so I had to source one.
Mudon's just like standing next to you. I'm here, Your Honor. Who cares? You're standing next to Vulpa. Maybe pay attention this time. Like, watch how a master does it, and you'll get your rank back. And of course, we have defense. Nice to see you again, Juris. How you been? Well,
Your Honor, it's back in the courtroom for once. Of course, we'll have a lot to do to get to the truth today.
It's like, absolutely. And I see here your client is one Chad of Hymnal.
That is correct, Your Honor.
And is your client familiar with the accusations made about them?
I think it's somewhat familiar. We've had a little bit of chance to discuss it, but I don't know, perhaps if the prosecutor would be able to enlighten us in terms of the charges themselves.
Oh, absolutely. They turn their head back to Vulpa. Vulpa, could you mind reading the charges laid out against our dear beloved Chad?
Of course. She's gonna ruffle some papers, look at it, and then put it face down. There's nothing written on that page, so. Yes, it is our belief that Lockstitch has seemingly come into contact with some of Hymnal's trade secret magic, and we believe that Chad is the only currently top suspect for who could have potentially sold some of that knowledge without the consent of Hymnal.
The gasps from the audience.
Of course, we are here to find the truth and the whole truth, and we will stop at nothing to get that truth.
Mhm. And Chad, how do you plead in this?
Chad's just gonna look to Juris.
Juris is going to stage whisper, "Not guilty."
No, right. You most honorable, I plead not guilty.
Absolutely, absolutely. Would have made a quick day, would have enjoyed a quick day. It's like, but here we are. It's like, Bix, if you don't mind, get everybody to swear. Bix stands up, holds up a... It looks like one of those, like... It's somewhere between a foam finger and a little sign that you hold up, and it's glowing blue. And he's just like, do you all swear to tell the truth? The whole truth? And nothing but the truth? So help you, Beezus? Or whatever religion you personally worship?
Yeah, I can.
And the rest of you?
Nudge Chad.
Right, I totally swear to speak nothing but the truth.
Excellent, excellent. All right, so we are looking to prove that one ex-hymnal paladin Chad has stolen proprietary resonance-based magical technology and then gave it willingly to Lockstitch. She's like, Vulpa, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you. The prosecution would like to call our first witness to the stand, a Mr. Erebus, who was a witness to the Lockstitch's use of resonance.
Absolutely. Mumble, 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 rhubarb, 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 rhubarb. Bix walks up to Midnight. Midnight, you see in Bix's eyes, it looks like he's been doing a lot of crying lately. He lost his mustache for a second.
And I just kind of glance at him and just keep professional. He notices, but he doesn't do anything particular with Cosette.
He holds up his little hand thing. And do you so swear?
I do.
Excellent. So, walks back sniffling a little bit. By all means, go about your questioning, Vulpa.
Of course. All right. Now, Mr. Erebus, I hope you wouldn't mind, but I would like to just establish some facts about this case. I would start by asking, is it true that you were present at the event during the shared dream at the tower involving one Vatna?
I was, yes.
And the magic that was employed to defeat this villainous moth, uh, would you say that it was resembling this resonance technology?
It is hard for me to say for sure, as I am not overly familiar with the mechanics of hymnal magic. I can say that given hymnal magic's relation to emotion, it could have some resemblance.
I see, I see. And could you describe the magic that was employed by Lockstitch at this time in detail?
So I believe most people have seen that I had a different form during this event. A bit more lavender for muscle, that kind of thing. How, however, the way I incorporated this was through a bit of magic that Lockstitch has come to gain through events prior to our encountering of Hymnal. It involved power from a much younger Kukla that that allowed us to tap into different sorts of energy. What I utilized was converting everyone's the fears of everyone in the surrounding area, their fear, into hope magic, and combined it with my shadow magic to create an attack that was designed to deal with nightmares specifically.
I see, I see. Now, are you aware that the shifting of moods is core to Hymnal and their ways of life?
Objection, Your Honor. Leading.
That was an objection from Juris. I'm not sure if you
Yes.
heard it.
Shit, my bad. I was holding control again. Oh,
Ouch.
literally, we just changed my talk button. So Nyx is just like, absolutely, Juris. You're gonna have to find a different way of asking that question, Vulpa. You're still doing a great job. 4 thumbs up.
Apologies. My bad. How would you describe your allies' role in this taking down of this moth?
Well, at the time, I was actually fighting them on my own as a distraction, so they could deal with a situation that was occurring inside the tower.
So just to confirm, you had no outside assistance from your allies in the conducting of your strategy.
That would not be entirely true, though I doubt they were fully aware of the involvement. Given the conversion of emotion that was involved with this magic, it is entirely possible that some of it came from them.
And prior to these events, what, or not, sorry, not what, have you ever visited Hymnal or spoken to a resident of Hymnal?
Prior to the events of the nightmares, yes.
And was this a common event? Was this frequent? Like, what would be the frequency at which you have engaged with the people of Hymnal?
Well, we've only been allowed into the city once, if I recall correctly. It was just for initial introductions with them. That was about my extent of actually engaging directly with Hymnal.
Excuse me, Vulpa. I would just Nix is just no. You of course mean outside of the time that the crew showed back up there and destroyed most of the glass. Of course. Or when they saved Hymnal from a hurricane monster, not hurricane, was it a typhoon? Very bad at news.
I believe you're correct. I was not directly involved with those events as far as I recall. But yes, the crew has been to Hymnal other times.
Ah, yes, absolutely. I was just clearing that up.
Well, I believe that at this time I have no further questions for this witness.
Excellent, excellent. All right, good job. You have one more member of legal counsel over there now, by the way. It is Akana wearing a mustache, but they are very convincing. They are also just whispering rhubarb into your ear over and over again. Absolutely. And now, Mr. Urbis, if you are prepared, we would like to do cross-examination by Juris.
Now, of course.
Permission to approach the witness, Your Honor?
Permission granted.
Excellent. Now, Mr. Erebus, you've previously talked about, of course, this massive dream battle. First question I have for you. Have you ever had a dream where you could fly?
Prior to the events of the battle, I had not. If you're counting the battle itself, that would be the one time.
Okay, but you can't fly right here, correct? You can't.
Nothing but the truth, Mr. Irvis.
Yeah, he can.
Actually, I can.
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry. That was Muda. Elbowing Vulpa. It's just, we got this one. I'm gonna get rich.
Yeah, fist bump him.
Yeah, right. But also tries to fist bump Akana.
Well, let's try this. Have you ever been able to do anything in a dream that you couldn't do in real life?
Quite often, yes.
Okay, that's important to know. And let's see here. And also, you've indicated, of course, that you've had a lot of experience all over the Echo, as has all of Lockstitch. Isn't that correct?
It is, yes.
Would you say that you and many other members of Lockstitch have learned quite a lot of those experiences?
Oh, quite a bit, yes.
And as part of those, have you ever seen, well, let's say, have you seen the, you've seen before, a type of magic that just seemed eerily similar to magic that you or another member of the crew could do, but that you'd never actually seen before. Isn't that right?
No, objection leading.
It's like Nyx raises one of their hands. It's just like, hold on. You're walking a thin line there, Juris. If you have a question, please ask it.
All right. Now, Mr. Erebus, have you seen multiple kinds of magic from different sources that actually looked very similar?
I have, yes.
All right. And have you personally performed any magic that looked very similar to something you've seen elsewhere on the Echo?
Objection
I would-
speculative.
Oh. Sustained. It's like, unless, of course... Oh, good.
No, Your Honor. You wear the important robes. Please continue.
I was merely suggesting, is Mr. Erebus a expert in magical differences in any way? Is the way how I would ask it for you, from you, Vulpa. If Mr. Erebus is not considered a student of multiple kinds of magic, I feel like this line of questioning cannot be used.
Very well, Your Honor. Consider the question withdrawn. I believe that's all I have for cross-examine for this witness. Thank you.
Absolutely. Any... What's the word?
Redirect.
Redirect. It's like Mudo. It's just like puts his he's like, I got this one. Now, people of the court, I'm seeing many of the Lockstitch's members in the gallery here today, and I'm just a simple beetle lawyer, a simple southern beetle lawyer from Nefrika. I haven't been around the world seeing all of its kinds of magics. But we know when something belongs to somebody else. Midnight. Oh, Mr. Erebus, I wouldn't go as far as to say that. Are you a master of the magical arts?
I'd say I'm far from a master, but I am pretty skilled in them.
It's like I heard that with my esteemed co-counsel Vulpa, you went into a series of nightmares not too long ago. Is this correct?
I did, yes.
And that is where you got your ability to fly. 6 hands going up doing air quotes. 4 hands going up doing air quotes.
Yes, I'm willing to demonstrate if required.
I would love if you could demonstrate that for us.
I think at that point, Midnight's just gonna grin, and he's going to make a point of making the nightmare wings sprout out of his back, the ones that look very, very similar to Neferka's usual that nightmare creature that they're familiar with, and he'll try to float above the ground a bit.
It's like, aha! And you got this power from a dream, you say? Or a nightmare?
Yes, I did. I got it from devouring the nightmare creature that was holding the students of the order in their sleep.
So you would say that magic in dreams can translate to real magic in the waking world. That is your experience?
It has so far been my experience.
I have
in
no
one
further questions
circumstance.
for this witness.
Hey, you're supposed to let him answer the question.
No, I was just waiting for him to say, oh, hold on, okay. I'm sorry. My co-counsel told me I was rude. Please finish your question. Please finish your answer.
It has so far been my experience once.
Once, have you ever in a dream come to an answer of a question that you had in the waking world and then used that question that answer in the waking world?
I think how to answer this. that is yes, I suppose there was one time.
Do you? And this is, feel free. I don't know enough about a lawyer, so he's just gonna say it because he might be a bad lawyer. It's like, in your opinion, Mr. Urbis, do you believe there is much difference between a dream and the real world? Based on magic that we have here in the Echo? If you had the... Oh, go ahead.
Given that I have not been able to repeat everything that I've done in the nightmare, I would say there are some differences.
But let us hypothesize a little. Forearms, each grabbing the other hand behind their back as they walk around. Say that you were to... Oh, go ahead.
Your Honor, I'm going to object based on speculation. I mean, speculation, hypothesis.
This is 100% correct, Juris. Moo, you really need to learn when to stop talking. Yes, Your Honor. It's just like, does your third counsel have any questions, Vulpa?
I do not. They said rhubarb, but I don't think so. I don't think the rhubarb's a question. Not at this time, no.
It's like, all right, Mr. Erebus. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your service to Neferka.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All right, thank you so much. And Juris? Oh, sorry, Vulpa? Was there any more witnesses? Do you have a surprise witness?
Not one at this point in time. And I wouldn't dare, drop a surprise on you.
Oh, I certainly appreciate that.
Checks noggin Resistant watch.
Hold on 1 second. You hear a voice in the background. It's like, I'm here! I'm here! I'm sorry. I got distracted. I'm here. I'm here. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, everybody.
Oh,
This
it
is-
appears I am wrong. One of my witnesses did manage to make it. The others, I guess they couldn't. I heard there was a terrible accident the other day.
Yeah, my brothers got exploded in a trailer accident out in the desert. A terrible business. I'm sure they're fine, but I haven't been able to find them. Your Honor, I'm Phoebe. I'm of Haven. Like, I was told that I was needed here to testify against Lockstitch. Midnight or Chad? Who's playing Phoebe?
I think it's Colston.
I guess I'll play Phoebe.
Okay. Phoebe is a mostly upstanding fish gentleman that is repeatedly framed for crimes
Perfect.
My Vulpa, funnily enough.
by Vulpa. He doesn't know.
Okay, I need useful scapegoats.
It's like, oh, sorry. Bix walks up to Phoebe. Like, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you, fish god?
Yeah. Truth. That's what I'm here for. Yep. Fish god on deck. Yep.
It's like, you sure your hands are a little sweaty? You good?
That's just I'm a fish, so we're just kind of slimy all the time.
Oh, sorry. We don't get a lot of fish here in Africa.
Yeah, it's kind of dry outside, so I wouldn't imagine it'd be great. So I got a little. He pulls out like a little water bottle and spritz himself.
Now, there is a point that I need to mention that is in the book. As one of the people on the stand, you can lie. Easy enough to lie? Like you just do it, and then somebody can catch you in the lie, but they have to catch you in the lie. But you have to tell everybody that you're lying. Us as players all need to know when you're lying.
Perfect.
The floor is yours once again, Vulpa.
All right, thank you very much. Do I have permission to approach the witness?
Of course. Thank you very much for asking. So polite today.
Now, I would like to start by asking you a few preliminary questions, if that is all right with you, Mr. Phoebe of the Cottage Court.
Phoebe of Cottage Core. I have a cousin, Beef. Yeah, he's got friends, carrot, peas, potatoes. Like, it's a joke.
I thought it was very funny.
I thought it was very fun. I don't know what a Phoebe is, and they haven't told me yet. But I guess it goes in the pie.
That's the secret ingredient, I think. But that's let's get to the question.
Hold on, before we get to that question, can I get that recipe one more time? Nix with a pen. How I didn't mean to talk for Cole right there. God damn it.
Zest.
Honestly, I think that was just Nick's asking some clarifying questions.
Nix is definitely asking the questions about it. I forgot to zest by the voice explaining who your crime crew is.
Yeah, potatoes. You get water, potatoes, stick them together. Some salt. Secret ingredient is like sometimes people spit in it, but that's like just extra. It's pretty nice. You let it boil for like a couple hours.
Sorry, Phoebe. What kind of people would you have spit in it? Some people have different kinds of spit.
Oh well, I'm partial to my spit. I think it's pretty good. But anybody who's real good spitter can spit in it.
Okay. Quality spit.
Yeah.
It's got to be the right saltiness from.
Well, it's just the quantity. If you can hawk some big lugs, I mean that's pretty good to go in the stew.
Big lugs. Phoebe, you might be the worst witness I've ever had on my stand.
I'm here, right? I'm trying to help. There's questions, right?
Right.
Yes.
Please go ahead, Vulpa. Get this man out of my court as fast as you can.
No.
The fish.
Get this fish out of my court as fast as you can.
When you were in why am I blanking on the name of Haven? When you were in Haven, during the events of this so-called nightmare, you experienced this shared dream that all of the Echo experienced. Is this correct?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I experienced it. I mean, it was pretty wild, like couple of weeks there where dreams were just scary.
Yes. I do apologize if any trauma was brought upon you or your siblings from that event, but I'm going to ask that you try and push past this trauma, and we need to get to the core matter at hand and solve this case. Now, did you come witness to this battle between a wolf from Lockstitch and a giant moth of nightmares?
If he's gonna like look at Vulpa, then look at the judge, and then look over at Chad, then look at the judge, and look at Vulpa. He's like, "Yeah, I was there. I saw the fight." He's totally lying. He doesn't know what he saw because it was scary. But it was a big battle there. A lot of stuff was flying around. But yeah, I saw that fighting.
Good. So, you saw, Mr. Erebus, and she's gonna gesture to the wolf man over in the. It's not the. Where do you hold the witnesses? Is it the witness stand?
I think it's
no,
the gallery, right?
Gallery. Is that right? Yeah. She's gonna gesture to the gallery and like the wolf man.
I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna wave at midnight.
It's very polite. And so you witnessed him use some kind of magic to defeat the moth. Is this correct?
Well, I'm just a fish, so I don't know much about magic, but he did something.
Fair. Well, I do have something that might be able to help jog your memory. Am I able to present evidence, I guess now?
Absolutely, yeah. Whenever you want to say that you present your evidence.
So, she is going to present a, I think it's going to be like a crystal ball, and going to basically have done some dreamweave shenanigans, and like with the willing party of, we'll go Nye, had extracted her memories of the dream into the crystal ball. As for, did I also say the flaw of the evidence now, or?
Absolutely. What's the flaw of this evidence?
Well, I was thinking, since this is Nye's subjective view of this dreamy scenario, so it's pretty dreamy. It's like, and we already know that Nye is like kind of a little prone to, what was it called, like being awestrucken, you know.
She is very easily like awestrucken.
So I'm thinking it definitely probably like plays up Midnight's like epicness in the fight.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. Hold on 1 second. There's got to be a crystal ball in this, and I'm so mad that I can't find it. Like, why wouldn't there be a crystal ball?
I chose crystal ball because I feel like it would have been the easiest for you to find.
I'm just gonna put this crystal right here for now, but it's not the crystal ball. It's just what we got right now.
Oh, it's a nice rock.
While you're looking for the crystal ball, Vulpa's gonna like hold it up to everybody, like all the jury and everyone to see, and is going to quickly explain what this is. This is a magical crystal device provided to us by the provided to us by donation from a Miss Nye of the Order, and we have carefully and ethically extracted some of their memories of this fight between Erebus and this Vatna, in order to have a neutral party's recounting of this event.
Absolutely. Excellent. Do we need to dim the lights?
I mean, moonlighting would be probably like pretty cool. I will also say it's very funny that I have completely forgotten that Vatna wasn't defeated, but I've just been rolling.
Oh yeah, it's so funny.
Vatna being like, best that no one's called this out. Just
I think repeatedly, Nyx has like multiple times like put their finger up to like and pointed at Vatna when he's like mumbling.
Vatna just in the jury like, I was not defeated.
So
We're
upset.
like just smiling and not correcting it.
No, like no one's wanting to correct this.
So, okay, alright. This game does not involve 20-siders. But, Vulpa, if you want to roll, like, you could roll me 3d20, one for Lawyer and one for Dreamwalker, and then one as your base. Feel free to see how well this came out. Yeah, it's pretty fucking good.
Well, I mean, you know, Nefercom makes pretty good crystal balls, so they preserve a lot of the quality, thankfully.
It starts playing. Describe. Alright, so I think I'll do this because it's gonna be Nia's.
That's gonna be like her perspective.
Yeah. This is Nia, everyone. In case we don't know, Nia is Nyx's new apprentice. After Amon is getting very close to not being an apprentice anymore. Nia sees it. I saw it, and in her dream, you do just see anime fight sequence like crazy. And hilariously, all the times Vulpa has been saying that Midnight won this fight is influencing what this crystal is showing.
Like, for the record, Vulpa has not looked at this until now either.
We all see exactly what they're talking about. There's a big radio tower behind them. There's a moment where everybody should remember Vatna utterly blasts the hell out of Midnight. That's not there. Just not there. Just cut off.
Well, like, you know, some people have lapses of memory.
The weird thing, though, in those dreams, Midnight, like in that dream, Midnight did have those giant nightmare wings that he took very recently. And then Phoebe's just like, yeah, that's what I saw. And then, oh, sorry, I'm not Phoebe. You're Phoebe. Like, you do see, real fast, the tower vibrates, it hums, and it is humming in the dream. Even in a projection of it, you all feel hopeful in this moment.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I saw right there. You know, it's that.
And thank you. And how did this make you feel? Like, emotionally.
Well, I mean, I think you know, I was pretty scared, and then things started happening, and I felt pretty hopeful, but then I was still kind of scared, so like I was hopefully scared.
Well, I wouldn't hope you're scared, but so you would, or would you say that this changed your mood in some way?
I mean,
Witnessing these events.
Yeah.
And I want to just know for the record, have you ever been to a place called Hymnal?
I'm gonna assume that Phoebes has.
Yeah, Phoebes can have gone wherever he wants.
Yeah,
I don't control Phoebes.
yeah. I've been to Hymnal before. It's a pretty nice place. For like stuff happened.
From your time in Hymnal, did you ever get to bear witness to a magic they refer to as the resonance?
I don't know.
You just to clear everything, just to put it out there, Phoebe would have, if you have been to Hymnal, you would know that walking the streets, even doing the most mundane things, you are probably the most relaxed that you would ever been in your life.
Yeah, but I don't know that that's magic's called
That's fair.
resonance.
That's fair. It's just a real good place. You're right. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
Vulpa's Shrew's like, damn, he's actually this dumb. Oh no. How would you describe your experience of being in Hymnal? Like, how did it make you feel emotionally?
I mean, man, it was a great vacation. We got there. I felt really great. Walking the streets was awesome. All the people were really nice. I got this leg wax. It's pretty cool. It took my scales right off. It was, you know, they grow back. But, man, it was just a great time. And then after that, we got some candy at this one shop. And that was pretty nice. Made me feel pretty good.
Witness for talking for too long. Like, I'm pretty sure there is something for that, but I don't know. well that much.
It's like,
Like we need to get on track.
yeah, Mr. Phoebe, if you could just try to keep your answers short and succinct, if you would.
Well, okay. I mean, shoot, they asked. I guess it was cool. I liked it.
All right. And okay. Now, what would you say your relationship with your cousins of the college court is? How involved are you in their day to day?
Well, I mean, I don't like have them on a leash or nothing. So I'd say I find out what they're up to maybe when we meet up for like dinner or something every once in a while.
And when is the last time you have met with your siblings or cousins?
Probably let me think for a moment here. Like 2 weekends ago, we got together, discussing some things,
And did they discuss any of their business escapades during that discussion?
I mean, we discussed a lot of stuff. Trying to remember now. What did we go into detail on?
Oh dear God!
There's something. I think we talked about crying or something, and then we were making some new plots of stuff.
I see. Did they? No, that would be here, so I can't ask that. I think these lines of questions are probably not going anywhere. So I think we will call this now and open the witness up for cross examination.
Cool.
Thank you, Vulpa.
It's my first time in court.
Is that a lie?
Let's object to it. I mean, I framed this guy multiple times.
Objection! Perjury!
It's like, I feel like, you know what? I'm gonna, even though this isn't like the standard.
He gets framed all the time, but he's never taken to court.
No, so I'm gonna invoke this flaw of unreliable, and just actually like remind him that no, actually you've been in court because she's had to testify against him before.
Gavel, gavel, gavel. Like, all right, Mr. Phoebe, any more fucking wait, porcupines coming out of you? And we're gonna have a little meeting here. You see Bix? Look at Bix. Look at that mustache. Would you lie to that mustache?
Can I not answer?
Oh shit. Fish God is gonna get so mad at you. All right, Juris, if you could get this man out of my out of my witness box, I would really appreciate that.
I'll do my best, Your Honor. Permission to stay right where I am this time.
Absolutely, I fully respect that. He's very slimy.
He's like in the middle of spritzing himself down again.
Like, I really wish you would stop that.
Starting to waft the smell throughout the area.
I am picturing the scene in Ace Attorney right now.
So,
Which I just
Phoebe, uh, you've testified that, of course, you were there. You witnessed this whole thing, correct?
Oh yeah, I mean we all saw that, right?
Oh, that's what you keep mentioning. How we all saw it. How it's all, all so perfectly clear. I mean, it's amazing. You must have been, honestly, some sort of, just so brave being there through this whole time. I will note before I continue with this, I am using the play change the temperature. Going to be extremely sarcastic to try to prod and provoke him.
Mm.
So, yes, I mean, wow, you were there during that whole thing. So brave of you, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's they call me brave Phoebe sometimes in my dreams.
Oh, yes, in your dreams, of course, in your dreams, you're just the greatest hero that ever existed. I'm sure you were just the greatest hero here, too, weren't you?
Well, I mean, I didn't do none of the fighting, so
Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't do any of the fighting? I thought you were saying you were just saying that you were just this biggest hero in your dreams.
I mean, this was a nightmare, not a dream.
Oh, yes, that's right. You did say this was a nightmare, didn't you? Uh, so, my next question then. Well, and this was a nightmare, and we all agree it was a nightmare. Was it a nightmare the whole time?
I mean, yeah, I mean, we did feel hopeful sometimes, but I mean, I was pretty scared. Yeah, pretty nightmarish.
Oh yeah, all nightmarish and all scared. And you said there, oh, moments of hope. Then, Phoebe, I do have at least one follow-up question. If it was so nightmarish and stayed so nightmarish the whole time, and this was a dream where, of course, in dreams you can be a hero, if that's the case, why did Midnight Erebus, the hero, win?
Objection? Speculative?
Nyx this whole time, as soon as it got onto like the being ironic towards and like a little bit mean to Phoebe, has been leaning forward, resting their chin on both of their floating hands. Like, I'll allow it.
It was a really crazy fight. I mean, it was like I said, it's a nightmare. There's a lot going on in there.
Oh, quite a lot. Anything else that happened? No, of course we've seen that beautiful picture, but please, if you could tell the court about something else that happened during that nightmare. Anything else, please. We're listening.
I think the entire courtroom is muttering right now, like, yeah, we all saw it. Yeah, like we saw it. Like, oh, remember when we went into that office? Like, it was really shot like a show. It was really fantastic. Like,
I'm quietly trying to shush the gallery.
Oh, sorry.
You know, like during the fight, you know, the two of them were fighting, and you know, I was there, and I saw him. I saw a lot of the shadow stuff happening. You know.
Oh yes, it was. Oh, so it was only the shadow stuff, nothing else.
You know, it was like the shadow, and then like the weird purple stuff. You know, it was in that. Yeah.
Oh, but no sort of direct light or direct hope. It was just the feeling of hope from this monstrous moth being beaten all to oblivion and back, right?
I guess. Yeah.
Oh,
Frantically
great.
spritzing himself with water.
Yeah. And Was it just the two of them? No one else? Just one big, beautiful duel with you as a witness to its glory?
Yeah, what I remember was, they were just like up there. It was, to put it pretty bluntly, a weird mix of just black and purple and swirlies and yeah, it was crazy.
Oh yes, I'm sure this dream was just so crazy. By the way, what happened? What happened after Midnight One?
Phoebe's gonna be like shaking a little bit. He's like, I don't know. Went black.
Oh, yes, I imagine it did. Just probably went black right at the exact same time that's that little vision and that image and that you saw on the crystal vanish. Uh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Withdrawn. Nothing further.
Any cross, Vulpa? Like any rebuttal?
Yeah, sure. I'll do I have permission to approach the witness?
If you for any reason, if you want to, that man is so wet right now.
No, chowder.
She is going to try and comfort. I use the change the temperature to try and comfort him. I think everybody except Phoebe can crawl, or at least like everyone like in front, like the judge and the prosecution and defense. They could see like she's a little hesitant, but she goes to try and comfort him.
You're gonna like pat his shoulder.
Yeah, like pat his back is like probably like very
it's sticky
wet,
and some scales
wet,
come out with it.
It's okay. I know that the nightmare must have been hard on you.
It's terrible. It's scary.
But we are we are trying to get to the truth of this case, and it's I know it can be difficult for you to remember all the finer details, which is why we have evidence. But I think it's important that we focus on this the changing of the mood, because you were right, Larry. You said that this was mostly a horrible nightmare, but you did feel hope according to your words at times. Is that correct?
I mean, at times, yeah, it was kind of hopeful.
And when would you pinpoint, if you had to, like during this, I'm gonna like present like the crystal ball evidence again, and like if you could stop this like recording at a specific time, when would you say that this hope filled you the most? Like when did you feel this change?
There was a point in that where it was just the tower, right?
Yeah, it was the point where it was just the tower. There are clearly some things that your players are trying to make sure that you don't remember, so you cannot answer truthfully. So I don't really want to like overstep too much, but yeah, there was a moment where it was outside of the tower where some of them were inside, and canonically. Yeah, okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, when they were in the sky fighting by the tower. Yeah, that was pretty hopeful. I don't know why, but it was pretty cool.
And it was very hopeful to see Mr. Arab. So you'd say that it was very hopeful to see Mr. Erebus using this magic that you may or may not understand according to what you've said in the past. But you'd say like it inspired you.
Uh,
Objection, leading.
It is quite leading, but we'll be fair. If it gets him off the stand quicker, please answer the question.
I mean, I wouldn't say like inspired me. 'Cause inspired means like you're gonna go out and work out or something, and I don't do that a whole lot. But I would say it made me feel good. Like maybe my life doesn't suck so bad.
Oh well, I think things are gonna be looking up for you, and I think we've used enough of our esteemed judge's time, and we have no further questions, so the witness can finally rest after their recalling of these nightmarish events.
I'm just drinking water now.
For some reason, it's very green. I don't know why the water is green.
Oh,
Just
this
as
has
it's
got
drink.
this has got some swampiness to it. My favorite.
I put the biggest lug I could find.
Oh, awesome. Delicious.
Get out of my court.
Okay, thanks, Your Honor. It's great to be here. I'll see you next time.
I hope you don't. I really, really hope I never see you again.
I know I end up here a lot. Okay, bye.
You're not gonna end up in this court.
Well, hopefully he doesn't end up in this court.
How's he gonna get home? It's a desert out there. How
I
do you
got my
get here?
spritzer.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that explains it. You should see my spritzer. It's huge.
It's actually kind of tiny. I'm almost out.
Shame that the other members of the College Corps couldn't make it. I do wonder what happened. Oh well.
Nyx tamps their paper down. It's just like, now, as unorthodox as that was, and hopefully, Bix, can you scrub that off the floor? And you just see where Phoebe was standing, his scales got stuck to it, so like Bix has to go by with a I would say a push broom, except for it's somewhere between a push broom and like a razor blade where they have to scrape it off the floor. Like, God. It's like, it smells like fish feet over here. Sorry. Mr. Juris, the floor is yours. Please call your first witness.
Yes. Well, Your Honor, I believe in this case, it would only be appropriate to call Chad to the stand.
All right.
Bix walks up to Chad. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you? Who is your higher power?
That's a great question.
Doom Squad?
It's Soki.
You're right.
If it was a person, it'd probably be Katori or Akana.
Yeah. I swear to say nothing but the truth. So help me to the vibes of adventure and all the goodliness in the world.
Bix does the thing where he like puts his fist over his heart twice and just points at you. Respect.
Respect, my Bick.
This guy's pretty good. I don't think he's guilty.
I agree.
Oh, fuck. Sick. All right.
Just Juris in the corner.
Objection?
Agree
What the
with you.
fuck?
Juris and Bix over, like Bix just dapping Juris up in the corner.
Objection? The defense has too much riz?
Your third counsel just calls objection. It's like, what? Hold on. It's like, no cap, that's bullshit.
It's like they didn't tell me this in law school that I should object this, but this feels objectionable. You can't just fist bump the bailiff.
It's like, am I not a man? I have a fist and it must bump.
Fair enough.
I
carry
hold the
on.
rock out again. Your Honor, permission not be left hanging.
Oh, absolutely. Fist bump.
Righteous.
Nix's hand floats over to you and fist bumps.
That being said, in the interest of equality, I have no objection if the plaintiff's counsel also requests a fist bump.
Absolutely. And for fairness, Vulpa, Mudo, third mysterious council member. Do we have a secret handshake we would like to do, or is a simple fist bump enough?
We choose to use finger guns over in this.
He's got a gun!
Bailiff just tackling a gun. Just-
Huh. Crazy.
You get used to it. You should have seen the time when I had to defend King Reedy.
Oh, it's totally gnarly, I'm sure.
So much herpes. So much herpes.
Oh, not cool.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, it turned out it was just finger guns, and that, respect. Finger guns back to Akana.
Oh god, he's shooting us!
No!
So, like, am I gonna get asked questions here, or?
Yes. So, Chad, first, let's start there. When did you first become associated with the Wander Crew?
Well, Alan, what mission was it? I completely forget.
It was...
It was
Chad
it
and
the
Thad
chess?
were- It was when they were breaking the first hymnal cat guy from Cullet that is based off from DMX. His name is just Oracle, which the confusion with Nyx being an Oracle made me like reevaluate him. But his daughter was arrested by the Paladins for being a nuisance, and the Queen broke her out and defeated both Chad and Thad in dance combat.
So, right. First encounter with the Lockstitch crew was when we were, as the Paladins, holding Oral's daughter for being a nuisance, and they came to break her out. And in the ensuing dance-off, we were defeated.
So, Chad, would it be fair to say that you've not always had a good relationship with Lockstitch?
Oh, that would be correct. It's been kind of a growth from the ground, you would say.
Yes, yes. And also, of course, you did mention your time as a paladin. What sort of training did you have to do? What sort of things did you have to learn to be a paladin?
Well, the path of paladin is quite intense, I have to say. You see, it starts with a healthy regiment of working out and getting your protein. And then from there, as soon as you reach the peak of your fitness, you are brought into the fold and you are taught the secrets of the paladinhood.
Okay. And so, actually, Your Honor, permission to walk dramatically, like to walk back and forth.
Oh, absolutely. You need no permission for drama. Spice this up a little bit?
Of course, I'll do my best, Your Honor, as always.
Finger gun
So,
from the floating hands.
Juris ducks for a second.
Ha ha! Slaps their knee. And then they point at third council, clearly not Akana. It's like, I'm liking this, I'm keeping this. This is mine now. You get the I stole your meme gif going through your head.
Okay. So, with this, Chad, of course you mentioned these secrets. I wouldn't dare to say that you would actually have to tell any of those here because of everything there. I will say, are you still with the Paladins now?
Unfortunately, I have separated from the paladins. It's kind of a sore spot for me, Miro.
Oh, yes, of course, I understand after having such time doing that, and of course, so much loyalty to them. But I would also say, since you left the Paladins, what have you been doing?
Well, I took the chance to join the Lockstitch crew, and it's been most righteous at times. I've been hanging out with this awesome lady Katori, and it's been probably the best period of my life since leaving the Paladins. I really think I'm starting to come into my own, despite all the rough spots, as it were.
Oh, yes, of course, the rough spots, as you mentioned. Now, with this, in your time as Lockstitch, have you ever had reason or need to use any of the deeper secrets of being a paladin?
There were certainly times where it would have been nice. Like I said, it's been a little rough, and part of the reason for me leaving the Paladins is part of the reason I don't use the secrets very much anymore.
Oh, I see. You said it would have been nice. Have you used those secrets since you left the Paladins?
I have not. It's I've taken on being more of my physical self, as it were. And then Chad's gonna like look back at Katori and then like give her like a bodacious wink.
Okay. So, that being said, you do understand the the idea of loyalty, correct?
Absolutely. Loyalty is one of the best aspects of the Paladins.
Yes. And let's see. And with that, there, uh, hmm. would you say that you were always loyal to the Paladins?
Well, Juris, I have to say that in my tenure as a paladin, I would say I was the top paladin. And in my retrospective years here, I would say that loyalty was the number one thing you needed to become the top paladin.
Of course, of course. And of course, with this loyalty, you also actually let me take a slightly different tack. Of course, you understand this loyalty there. Uh, if you were to compare your training with the Paladins to the training with Lockstitch, nothing specific, but in a broad sense, how would you compare the two? Which did you like more, or make you feel better?
Well, you see, Juris, I know you're not exactly the most bodaciously gifted, and then like he strikes a pose and kisses a peck. But the training for paladins was more of like a communal effort. You know, you would get together with your fellow paladin inductees and fellow paladins, and it was a big group effort as we all hit the gym. In Lockstitch, it's more of a individual effort. Sure, there might be people in the gym with you, but mostly it's on your own that you hone your skills.
Okay, of course, but it sounds like there is the Paladins, everyone you were with, all shared the same information, the same gym, the same secrets.
Yes, that's correct. Once you are inducted into the Paladins, you uncover the knowledge.
Yes, yes. And actually, I did have just a couple other small questions. Are you aware of any others who have left the Paladins, or in fact left Hymnal in general, who would have had that knowledge?
And Thad left as well, right?
Thad is still there. Thad is has doubled down
Okay,
in
okay.
his paladiness. But you do know, after the first fall, after the museum fell, when what happened there, some of that we might be getting close to proprietary knowledge, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But what happened there did make some people lose their faith. A lot of people from Hymnal did move to Cullet, and some even further away.
So yeah, right. After a few schisms, as it were, I mean, like any big outburst or disagreement that you have, a lot of people will leave and choose their own path. So there are certainly some who have joined the order and then left and are on their own now in the world. But for me, I only know a few. But yes, there are certainly people who have that knowledge that are out in the world today.
Oh, that's very good to know. No further questions, Your Honor.
Elegant. Elegant, truly. And not even a single spritz of some strange liquid or talk of giant lugs. Ah. Vulpa, you're up?
Thank you, Your Honor. May I have permission to approach the witness stand?
Let me tell you, if I could get off this stand right now, I'd be approaching that. Look at that.
I know. I mean, oh my God. Okay. No, okay.
You can appreciate the body, but I already have somebody.
Oh, it was just merely appreciation. I have no interest in. It's just a physical specimen.
All right. So you talked a lot about loyalty and of the paladin's teachings of loyalty. How loyal would you say you are to the current Lockstitch crew that you work for?
like anything that I do, I give my all to it. I am loyal because they are loyal to me. There's a common thread in Lockstitch, as it were, that brings us all together.
I see, I see. And, you said previously that you did not use the Paladin Secrets very much anymore. Why is that, might I ask?
Simply put, it is a personal reason.
All right, all right. I won't pry. I am a just fox, but I will inquire as to, and I'm going to use press the witness skill. Your testimony seemed to have a contradiction earlier. You said that you don't use the secrets very much anymore, but when asked for further, you mentioned that you had not used the secrets. And I'm just wondering what is with. Alright, it seems a little, I'm trying to figure out the truth here. Why is it that you haven't used them, or you don't use them very much?
Well, you see here, some of the secrets of the Paladinhood are more physical than magical, and those ones I have used. However, the other ones I do not.
Apologies, your answer was a little vague as to what you were referring to. Which is the one that you use? Of
I
the
thought
two?
it was very clear I used the physical secrets of the Paladinhood.
I see, I see. And I know you said that Lockstitch and the train on their own, but I am aware of there is a gym frequented by Lockstitch crew that fight. I believe it's run by a one Karam. Is that correct? Oh, I'm not asking you. I'm speaking to the void. But
Yes.
have you?
And
Have
the
you
hair
ever,
trigger.
the hair trigger. Have you?
The void
ever...
answers.
Thank you, Void. That's very convenient timing with you.
Oh,
Have
It's an
you-
excellent gym, by the way.
Oh, so you have been there. I was going
Of
to ask
course.
you if you've been there. And so, have you trained alongside any of the fellow gym goers there that are of Lockstitch Academy and or the Lockstitch crew?
To answer your question, yes. While I go there occasionally, I also happen to run into a few members of the Lockstitch crew. Midnight over there is there sometimes, not very often. Karam, of course, and a few others. Sometimes the weird, spooky guy Royce comes in, but he leaves because he's a professor now.
I see, I see.
Nyx raises their hand for a moment, and she's like, I'm sorry to interrupt, Vulpa. Roy's retired, you say?
Yes, Your Honor. He is now teaching the little cadet dudes in the academy.
She's like, never thought I'd see the day. I once had a dream of that man ripping a creature in half. I saw in the past that man punching doors like there was no tomorrow. Fantastic. I love delving into that man's past.
From what I hear, he is quite the specimen.
I've seen him cut furrows in the sand. No, back to the case. Back to the case. Voices fan.
No, I mean, I
includes
was,
one Nyx.
I mean, I was enjoying Connor. He has honestly been pretty great.
Your Honor, objection flirting.
Oh, terribly sorry. Where's my professionalism?
Yeah, that's apologies. I. So you have worked out with Midnight or Mr. Erebus, according to your statement. I just want for clarification.
On occasion, yes.
Have you worked with Mr. Erebus outside of this gym, like on any official Loxus business?
I don't think we've had a game with Chad in Midnight,
We have not, but you can just make up whatever you want for this guy.
but outside of the gym, I would say that we've worked on maybe 1 or 2 missions together. It's usually in concert with another group. Nothing very intense or serious.
Right. That is standard from Lockstitch, to my knowledge. And like, how would you describe your relationship with Mr. Erebus?
Chad's gonna look over at Midnight. She's like, he's a pretty cool dude, and I really respect his training regimen. You see, he's bulked up the last few times I've seen him. Respect, brother.
If I would just smile, give a thumbs up.
All right.
Please, look, this is Bix talking to Midnight. Please remember, of course, that you are still under oath. That thumbs up is legally binding.
Well, I do not believe I have any further questions for the witness at this time, Your Honor.
Understandable. Any rebuttal from you, Juris, before we get to lunch?
Well, I do have a couple of quick questions. Chad, have you ever betrayed the confidences of the Paladins?
I never have.
That's all I needed. Nothing further from this witness.
Thank you very much for your time. Chad, you may take it you may take your seat.
Thank you, Judge.
And if that is all for right now, we are going to stop and take our break for... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Your Honor, if I may, I believe I do have a quick surprise witness for rebuttal. It should be relatively fast.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course. Who do you call, Juris?
Let's see. Is Vatna still in the chat?
Fanda, the juror! You're calling the juror to the stand.
Well, of course, Vatna is in fact a key witness to many of the critical events here. It's only fair.
Wait, how did a key witness get onto the jury? Hold on.
Random selection in a 5-mile radius, I think.
I don't see him in the chat.
Oh,
Oh, did
okay.
he
Well,
leave? Oh no, that's that.
I want to say he left after we just ignored his pleas.
after dissing him for an entire couple hours on stage.
Poor dude.
apologies, Your Honor. It appears my surprise witness may no longer be in the courtroom.
Absolutely nobody's upset. Nobody's upset. Don't worry
I'm
about messaging
slightly
him.
upset, Your
Like,
Honor.
you're upset. You're upset. But if you can, at some point, absolutely, we're gonna have a little break for lunch. Did everybody get their food order in this morning?
I got all the protein.
As the food starts getting rolled in, you're all hit with a very familiar smell as Nick sits up straight. It's just like, this case is brought to you by Krieg's at Market Square. Hungry for justice? Justice, try the all-new Falafel Papa Junior Juniors, now with double the crunch and a mystery sauce that legally counts as a condiment. It's like Krieg's at Market Square.
Briggs at Market Square.
And then there's just Falafel Papa Juniors for everybody. There's also Protein Papa Juniors for you, Chad, and Protein Papa Seniors. It is just protein powder that they batter and deep fry.
Oh yeah.
That's
My favorite.
very Chad.
See, when you do that, it turns into like this weird sticky cheese. It's quite delicious.
No. Thank you, Chad. That's quite all right. Meanwhile, Juris is taking his falafel and putting in as much hot sauce as anyone could possibly stand.
You pick up the dipping sauce container for there's hot sauce, then there's hot sauce, then there's red hot sauce, then there's chest sauce, and then there's mystery sauce. And mystery sauce just says legally a condiment.
I think starting with the chest for the numbing and then going to mystery.
I have no idea what this tastes like. I don't know what a mystery tastes like. It's the tail end of one sauce and the beginning start of another sauce. It's like barbecue and ranch.
Yeah, I was going to say there, probably in IRL terms, it's like 35% capsaicin by volume. And yes, good point. Also a hint of lemon.
Everybody gets to eat up. If anybody has to get up to go to the bathroom or anything, like real quick, this would be a good time to do it. And by that, I mean me. I'll be right back.
Hell, I don't know who you are, masked third counsel, but you're doing great. Patting a Kana on the back, rubbing off the feed juices.
There's a couple scales in there.
You know, I say there, I still think at least the record will show, Vatna's stringent objections to the ending of that. That's at least something. Well, we'll see there. Of course, we'll have to see if the judge has a full-on turnabout waiting for us. It's something I can tell you from my experience. It's something I've seen that many judges like to do. Keep us lawyers on their toes, or sometimes, just to piss everyone off, depending on the mood and whether they had a good lunch. Good thing we got it. Krieg's at Market Square.
Krieg's at Market Square. It's like everybody greasy falafel fingers. Nyx uses one of their hands very specifically to eat, and they none of the other ones.
Yeah, Juris is using a bit of flame breath to try to dry off his claws.
So here is Nyx's first witness, played by Kawari. This is Goldfang, who Grandmane used to be. It's like, I have called in an expert on hymnal magic and whether or not it has been used. It's just like, I have called in one, and Goldfang turns and looks at Akana with the mustache and gives you a little wave.
Shouldn't your statement have been reversed?
I think Vulpa waves back despite it not like being directed at her. Oh, this is a very friendly witness.
Now, Mr. Goldfang, is it?
It is, yes.
It says here that at one point in time you were one of the priests of Hymnal? One of the leaders?
Yes, that is correct.
And you retired to join a rock band.
Close enough.
And you... It's like, Bix, you know the Jew? Bix walks up to Goldfang. It's just like, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you rock? And throws up metal horns.
Goldfang will throw up horns as well as say, I do.
It's like, it's a binding agreement. Like, fist bump.
Fist bump.
Like, alright. Nyx looks down. It's just like, okay, Vulpa, you may proceed.
Do I have permission to approach the witness stand?
Nyx looks at the fangs, looks at you. It's just like, I would stay a little... Keep range. The vampires, you understand.
Ah, yes, I've been bit by a few. Now, I just would like to ask you are an expert in the hymnal resonance magic. Is that what I understand? Correct? To be correct?
I would consider myself such, yes.
And what would you describe as a note? Okay, I'm trying to think how much. How would you describe hymnal magic with relations to emotions?
Now, naturally, I can't give too much information, but it is, it is a resonance of emotions broadcast out to the surroundings.
I see. And apologies, but were you? Did you encounter the shared dream of most of the echo of the fight between Mr. Erebus and Evetna?
Of course, I believe most of the Echo has encountered this.
In your expert opinion, I guess I should clarify. In said fight, there were eyewitness. Oh, no, I guess. I guess I just need to ask this.
You can 100% like say pause to the game and ask all of us how you would ask that question, and like we could all like workshop it because it is it's not a game where you were actually competing.
Yeah, it's a slightly, I guess, difficult question to like. Basically, I want to get like his expert opinion on Midnight's display or like use of the emotion or like the hope attack, and I'm trying to like because I don't know, do I need to like first establish with the witness that this happened, even though like I'm just not entirely sure of the procedure here.
If I may, you did. The judge already established that he's an expert, so you have that.
Well, yes,
also,
yeah.
yeah, and then also established that you already established that he already saw it there. So I think the next question would probably be something along the lines of, I think with this there is, you know, did Midnight's actions during that nightmare and the magic he did, does it match the signature of Hymnal's magic?
Oh, all right, yeah, okay, we can resume then. In your expert opinion, would you say that Mr. Erebus's actions during that dream match with enough? Did his actions resemble that of hymnal magic?
I think this is gonna be a time for one of the stand moves. My secrets are your secrets. To create a new connection. So, well, it is. From what I could tell, there are certainly some similarities. The use of emotion is definitely indicative of the kind of magic that Hymnal utilizes. However, there is one aspect that I have found most curious about this. The Hymnal normally uses glass for its resonance, and I do not recall any such use of glass. So that would imply either they have found a way to utilize massive amounts of resonance with very little glass, which would be an incredible accomplishment. Or they have found a way to utilize resonance without the glass that we typically utilize. So I believe the question would be where the glass was that created this event, or how this event was created in the first place.
I see. If in your opinion, as an expert of this magic, could in theory objects similar to glass be used, such as a crystalline structure?
Perhaps with the right materials and know-how, I could imagine such a thing.
Interesting. I would like to move to enter our second piece of evidence into evidence then. A crystal provided that. Well,
It's like,
I'll allow my counsel to explain it because
like Mudan like stands up. He's just like, "Hello again, Your Honor. This is crystal that was claimed directly." Akana, you're furious that this is here in the room. The fact that Akana is here tells me this item might not actually be here. Because Akana might have stolen it. I don't know. This is a part of the tower. This is a part of Akana's literal tree. That somebody went out, grabbed a piece of that crystal, and brought it back as evidence. Also, Mudan is shirtless because Akana convinced him that they just need to flirt with the judge.
If you could, Mudan, bring the crystal over to us.
Oh yeah, he's told you can move it now. Sorry.
And she's going to, I guess, present the crystal to the expert witness. Now, this here, I have been told, came from the tower in which we are. The tower that was seen in the nightmare dream that this battle was taking place in. I would like you to look it over and tell me if you think that this could, in theory, be used if the right knowledge, as you put it, were to be applied.
I'll take a look at it. Curious. I had seen this crystal before, but not up close. Yes, perhaps it could be. But to such a use, I would imagine experimentation would be needed to confirm, but I believe that yes, this would interesting.
All right, thank you. I will ask this back. We'll want to have the evidence out longer than it needs to be for, obvious reasons of protection. And she's going to gently hand it back to Huda.
He grabs it, then very covertly it goes missing and ends up in Akana's cloak. I'm sorry, clearly not Akana. Whoever this magnificent council with the mustache is.
Second chair is just handling, making sure that the evidence is properly stored.
Yes, of course.
Any more questions for this witness, Vulpa? Sorry.
For this one, I do not believe that nothing of relevance. I don't think.
But Grandmain, to be clear, you are stating that with some work, hymnal magic could be used through this as a catalyst? Sorry,
I believe so, yes. Or at least something very, very similar.
Bix just leans over to Juris and Chad. It's just like, this isn't good.
I think Vulpa's gonna do a yes, full as she's walking back, away from everybody else. It's kind of only really visible to Akana.
1000% do the fucking oh god, what was that movie? Vote for Pedro? What was that called? Napoleon Dynamite. Yes, just yes.
Do we move the crystal down to the corkboard?
Oh yes, we definitely do. Okay, so Goldfang says that if you use the crystal, and using hymnal magic could get a very similar effect that we saw from Midnight in the dream. That's not saying that's how they did it, but it's one way that it could have. It's like, Juris, do you have any questions for this witness?
I do, in fact, have a few questions.
Excellent. I don't think the dragon has much to fear from the vampire, so feel free to take stage.
Very well. I will take that leave. Now, of course, Goldfang, you were mentioning there that this crystal you saw could be used as a catalyst for this resonance, correct?
That would be correct, yes.
Could it also be used as a catalyst for ambient emotion, even without the training of the resonance?
Well, that is an aspect of the resonance itself, so I do not see much difference between the two.
Oh, yes. And so, for example, let's take the hypothetical there. Is if we had an entire tower of this crystal, is ambient emotion that is in the area could be amplified to extreme levels, correct?
I think Goldfing has to think a little bit.
Oh, are you asking us?
Well, I think I need to ask, like,
Yep.
would that be something that Hymnal already does?
Hymnal?
Utilizing
Okay.
existing.
Okay, here we go. We got two people that know the secret of how Hymnal works in this call right now. And I think it's perfectly fine for you all to understand how Hymnal do. You just so we know, just because I'm saying this out loud means that Goldfang and Chad know this. They cannot talk about this. Like, this is part of their NDA. They can't go any further with this. But the magic that they use, Hymnal uses, is they capture spirits, and I mean the word capture, specifically large spirits, creatures that are called gods. They house them in one place. The ambient magic that they pick up from that, they then turn into a song. So instead of turning a song into magic, they turn magic into a song. That song then later powers all of their stuff. It powers their lights. Specifically, it powers their power armors as well. Like, Chad's armor only worked because, like, it had a song in it. And it must have been like a fucking Doom Slayer song for the way that they used that shit. Like, but yeah, so they can use any of the ambient feelings. They can turn negative emotions into positive emotions. It just takes longer. It takes a while. Like, they have a whole jail full of imprisoned spirits, a whole jail of imprisoned spirits that didn't like the fact that they were there, but they could, through the use of the glass, filter the emotions. So yes, it could be extrapolated that if something resonated enough with Hymnal, all of the emotions there would change. Even without using the necessary techniques.
Okay. Well, I think this is going to have to be a refusal then. And Goldfang gives a long sigh. I'm afraid I cannot answer that question without violating an existing contract.
Oh, that is quite interesting, this existing contract. Are you able to provide details in terms of without violating the actual secrets within, can you give some details of the four corners of this contract? Like, uh, is it something where you cannot say it at all, cannot intentionally say it, or?
The simple way to put it is I am unable to reveal facts that may compromise Hymnal's trade secrets. Whether confirming or denying something puts those trade secrets at risk, I am unable to answer.
Okay, unable to answer. And would there be a breach or consequences if there was inadvertent disclosure?
If it was done through negligence, yes. If it was forced, I believe there would be problems still, but not as severe. Though the agreement would definitely make every effort to prevent such circumstances.
Forced, you say? Like, well, let me give an example. Would extreme emotional stress be able to force such an event? If that emotional stress was forced upon them?
In such a circumstance, the contract would hold.
All right. And of course, you, like everyone else, watched this horrific nightmare, if I remember you testifying correctly.
That would be correct, yes.
And you would agree with me that this nightmare was an extraordinarily stressful and emotional time, especially because it was in a dream state, correct?
It would appear as such, yes.
And you would would you also agree that because this was a dream state, that would also, emotions themselves would have an outsized effect on the world around it?
I believe this may be going outside my area of expertise. But perhaps.
Yes, I understand. Well, let me ask this then. If someone were to use the resonance directly during that time, uh, would that be a breach? If they never told anyone, they just used it?
One using such a thing in itself would not be a breach, no.
Okay. Let's see. Well, in that case, now I did also have a related question to that. Are actually, yes, I think I know what I'm going to say there is what were you doing during this specific nightmare with the tower? During this events at the tower?
I believe at the time I was. Well, I remember I was touring with the band during the time period of the nightmare. However, despite this, I did see the nightmare. It is hard to fully piece together the order of events during that time.
A lot has
Was it
happened
some-
to this man.
Yes, yes, I can tell. Is it a circumstance where you deeply wish to help out to try to stop this nightmare?
Whether I wished it or not, I do not have access to the resources I once did. So I was the best I could do was to continue spreading music with the other members of the band.
The best you could do was spread hope?
I suppose that would be one way of putting it, yes.
All right. Nothing further.
I have a rebuttal, Your Honor. Oh, drew a picture.
Oh, yeah, that was my bad. There, better.
Oh, putting his shirt back on because it clearly did not get the response he thought it would. Mudan walks across the floor, gives everybody a thumbs up. It's like, no, Goldfang, is it?
Yes.
It's not Grandmane, once leader of Hymnal.
That was once my name, but I suggest you use my current name, please.
Absolutely, of course. I would never. Goldfang, of course you're Goldfang, because I have, and it raises a newspaper from Hymnal, an obituary stating that this man is dead and he's nothing more than a filthy vampire. Gasps. It's like Lockstitch turned him into a vampire, stealing more of Hymnal's critical infrastructure. First they steal its leader, and now they're stealing their culture.
Objection, Your Honor. A, leading. B, speculative. C, I'm not even sure if there's a question in there. Also, maybe
Just
hearsay.
statements. Objection everything. Just the entire thing.
Objection, all of the things.
It's like, permission to treat the witness as hostile, Your Honor. I don't know what that means, Mudan.
A hostile witness is one who does not answer questions.
He hasn't answered the question.
Like, was there
Your
a
Honor.
question?
Yes. Yeah, I'm not sure there was a question in there.
Fine. Okay. I'll rephrase.
Goldfang just staring Mudan down.
Mudan tries to go up to the desk just and put his arm over it, but he's too short, so he gets close, but then raises his top arm. It's just his elbow sitting on the top of it. He can't even see Nyx. Now, Your Honor, hear me out. Look at him. He's clearly a vampire. And if we've learned anything in this last couple weeks of research done by Lockstitch themselves, we've learned that vampires are terrible people. We're only just resurfacing these legendary creatures. But we know one thing: evil. Perhaps he's lying. Perhaps he's in on it. Perhaps him and Chad both gave the information to. He is talking to Nyx, but he's saying it very loud.
Your Honor, sidebar.
Oh, Nyx looks over at you, so excited. I've always wanted to do a sidebar. Come on. Vulpa, sidebar.
Yeah.
Bring your other counsel.
I cannot move that token.
Your Honor, I couldn't help but overhear this, this horrible vampire slander saying that they must all necessarily be evil, especially with the expert that you yourself thought would be appropriate for this circumstance. I think that's just improper.
That is improper, and I did in fact know he was a vampire. He's from the renowned band Three Vampires and a Goth Girl.
If I may, Your Honor, it sounds like my, esteemed counsel on the other side of the bar just isn't a fan of good music.
What is your favorite music? I might ask.
What is Nyx's favorite music?
No. Sorry. Mudon's.
Oh, Mudan? Mudan's favorite music? He's just like, okay, hear me out. Have you ever listened to... don't laugh before I say it.
I agree with Juris. Gonna have to side with the defense on this one.
Oh.
Whatever he's about to say, I feel it not good.
Oh, okay, fine. It's like you're you're all. You know what? I'm done. It's like I rest my case, Your Honor. I guess I don't know. Vampire on the stand, clearly in cahoots.
Also, we would need to bring in far more Lockstitch, experts to testify about this vampire stuff, and that's not within our time budget.
They totally have an expert on vampires, I think.
I can't wait to do the court case of Are Vampires Evil?
We do have time for one more surprise witness about are vampires automatically evil? 5-minute thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Goldfang is just like, am I good? No, sorry. Midnight Night. Nyx is just like, thank you for your time, expert witness Goldfang. I am terribly sorry for the slander this beetle has put you through.
It is my pleasure, Your Honor.
We're all looking forward to your next album.
He just glares at Mudon and gives it the middle finger as he walks off the stand.
I think Vulpa's gonna try to reassure Mudon, you just gotta keep a cool head, and she'll feed him a ice cube.
Man, he's so harsh now.
But the co-counsel told me I should take my shirt off, and then Nyx didn't like that. So then I tried to be aggressive because Juris was aggressive and Nyx liked that, but my aggressive was wrong?
Well, you got a little too heated, a little bit too passionate. Remember, we're here to find the truth, not slander all vampires.
I kind of forgot that Kira hates beetles, or at least Katori canonically hates beetles.
Also, hashtag not all vampires.
Exactly. They're not even real vampires. I mean, let's be real here.
As though I don't even know, but Juris, who is our surprise witness?
Well, I was going to say our surprise witness is, of course, our, brand new vampire friend from Lockstitch. Just for a quick thing there to, butter up there that, vampires aren't automatically evil.
This guy is your banking that vampires aren't evil. Have you heard this guy?
the vampire.
Well, here's the thing here. If he says that guy's not a real vampire, even if all vampires are evil, still come out roses.
Damn it. There's no holes in that case. It's like, Bix? Bix walks up to Namak. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Swear to fealty to the Ancient Ones.
I will provide what you need in this setting, yes.
He creeps me out. I don't want to talk to him. All good.
Mock? Sorry, would you prefer Mock or Lord Paladin, or?
You may call me what you wish.
Very well, Lord Haladine. I actually thank you for being here on such short notice. I actually wanted to bring you in because there was some questions about vampires that recently came up.
Yes, I'm sure you're all curious to know about my race.
Well, yes. If I may, first, would you consider Goldfang to be a vampire?
Goldfang, you're talking about the 3 vampires and the goth chick.
That would be the one?
All of the vampires, and I do air quotes, in Obsession are fakes, as it were. They are not true vampires.
Oh, I see. And of course, would you be able to quickly provide to the court information in terms of your familiarity with vampires and the types of vampires?
Well, let me start with a quick comparison. Obsession vampires. Describe them for me.
Okay, I guess I'm the one answering questions now. Hold on, give me a second here.
Oh no, reverse, Mr. Lawyer Man.
I'm on the other side now.
It's like,
Damn, vampires
Bix
are
is-
so strong.
Bix is just like, this is unprecedented.
Now, Juris, tell me
I'll allow
your
it.
knowledge on the Obsession vampires.
Well, my knowledge about Obsession vampires is generally fangs, fans of obsidian. Some are known to rock very hard. Blood. That's mostly it. I'm more in it for the music than the aesthetic.
Right. Do you know how they feed?
Biting.
Biting, you say. You don't know if they feed on blood or what?
I presume blood because, fangs and, necks and or other body parts. I mean, it's a great way to get blood. I will concede I am not an expert on this. This is why I asked you here.
Yes, and I will do a good job of explaining it to you and the court now. Alan,
Yes. If you're explaining, we probably ought to switch positions again.
Alan, I'm misremembering, but the Obsidian vampires don't drink blood?
Obsidian vampires do not drink blood. They
Yeah.
drink raw magic.
The vampires in Obsidian, instead of how I sustain myself, which is through consumption of blood from a mortal creature usually, Obsidian vampires sustain themselves through raw magic.
Oh, fascinating. And how does that differ from how you sustain yourself?
Well, one, they do not partake in the nutrients that are in blood. The way they do it is they will simply take and scoop the magic from it. It doesn't sustain nearly as well. In simple terms, the Obsidian vampires are weak, pathetic, and a subspecies at best.
Okay. Well, that's not quite how I expected that to go, but I'll take it. So they are not a true vampire then.
As a vampire that has existed for thousands of years, in my opinion, they are not.
Okay. Well,
I don't-
no further questions.
Absolutely. Oh, Vulpa, you got? It's like next. She's
I
like, okay.
do, but I want to ask a question first.
Yeah,
to,
go
like,
for it.
people. How known to Lockstitch is Midnight's contract eating ability?
Pretty well known.
All right. In that case, can I approach for redirection?
Absolutely.
I took the crystal. No, can't have your crystal. It's a hat now. Vulpa's gonna walk up, walk up, keeping a respectable distance this time, maybe a little closer towards Nyx. Well, now that I see that we've pretty handily confirmed that the three vampires on Goth Girls, they are most certainly not vampires. I mean, they have a completely different food source and consumption methods, as you have stated, correct?
Yes.
I was thinking, about this whole non-disclosure agreement and contract as a whole. Are you aware of a Mr. Erebus's unique ability to consume contracts? And she does a dramatic pause.
I have been informed by others of Lockstitch of his ability to eat curses and contracts.
And we're all pretty well fed after this wonderful meal brought to us by Krieg the Market Squares.
I would not know. I did not eat it.
That is true. You did not. Did you at least you at least got fed? I assume, right? Yeah, no any good.
Just stare at you blankly from behind the mask.
I'll be honest, I cannot read them. Well, so you would based off of what your knowledge of Mr. Erebus's abilities. Actually, I guess this is a really good question I gotta ask out of character. Wouldn't Amak have actually seen that dream if he was not awoken?
Wouldn't Amak have seen that? Oh shit, that's up to
Actually-
you, man.
I
I imagine that occurred while I was in the coffin still, right?
Yeah, that was when you
yeah,
were in the
that
car.
would definitely.
And I believe The magic of the coffin would prevent any outside
That's fair.
influence.
That is fair. Yep. So he
Alright,
did not see it.
In which case, am I allowed to bring up like the evidence again that's already been in evidence, or is the, like the evidence of one time?
Oh no!
Like,
you
could I
keep
could I
bringing
like
it up.
show him the like crystal like for the sake of it, like
Oh, for sure.
catch him up to the like basically just a quick like catch him up on events that we're talking about.
Sure. I am up to date.
Yeah. The crystal, you know, it was a lot more ball shaped earlier today, but it's, you know, it's been pointed.
I'm still working on it.
So, based off of, actually, I guess, no, I guess never mind. I probably don't need to do this. I think that's just for closing arguments at this point. Especially because I don't actually really think Namak has any relevant perspective on the crystal stuff, residence thing.
Am I
Yeah.
free to go?
Well, that's the only question I had for you. Yeah.
One of Nyx's hands is scratching their head, being like, interesting way of questioning. But
We're talking about food, you know, what we eat, you know, it seemed relevant.
it is a shame, Sir Aladdin, that you were not able to appreciate the quality of fare from Krieg's at Market Square. But you will understand, like, we'll ask them if they can make you something. Is like a sour beverage good for you?
Oh, trust me. I could have eaten it. I chose not to.
Oh, okay. It's not okay. So, all right.
I will not dignify myself with such food.
All right. Well, you are free to go. Thank you for your time.
And just leaves immediately.
We had a vampire expert this whole time.
They had a vampire who was an expert on crystals and a vampire who was an expert on the fake vampire that knew about the
Comes
crystals.
in. These guys are fucking frauds.
The real thing I've been thinking about is that Goldfang is vampiric twice removed.
Yeah.
Because, like, Obsesian vampires are the significantly weaker descendants of Namak's people. Obsesian vampires, they eat magic, so it burns their bodies out. They don't live nearly as long. They can live about 100 years max. But then it was given to the fangs were given to Iskra after they killed like the leader, took the fangs, turned them gold because they had the Midas's touch. Then Iskra went and bit Goldmane to keep him alive long enough, but in the process of him dying, his heart couldn't beat the blood because it was turning to gold, so you all built him a new heart.
Yeah.
Normal
That pumps
lobster
gold
stuff.
now.
It does, in fact, pump gold. That is a wild story to tell anybody. It's like, and now, for closing arguments. Unless we have any other witnesses, but just so we all know, these closing arguments are brought to you by Krieg's at Market Square. Get your Falafel Papa Jr. Juniors. Legally, I have to tell you that you don't have to eat those.
Right. Yes. I understand sponsorship deals and all that. I've done my time with that behind the bench too.
So, I believe it is. Wait, who's up first?
I believe it'd be me then Vulpa.
Yeah,
Yes,
'cause
because I did
yeah.
first, yeah, so.
The prosecutors really get the advantage in this, don't they? They get to talk first and last? That's crazy.
They get the first words in, last words out.
Pretty
Yep.
sure the law system might be a little broken. Or it might be a little biased. I don't know.
Yeah, we won't go into IRL law and stick with fun law.
Fun law. We got Bix.
Yep. So yes. So, of course, we've heard quite a bit of testimony, quite a bit of speculation, and of course, we have, I would dare say, quite a bit of very little, in fact. Of course, we've seen this. We've seen this event with this crystal that, showing there this wonderful event with, this battle, midnight versus, midnight in this huge battle, and of course, midnight winning the day, of course, with some strenuous objections from the gallery. Orb. I just realized there I was misthinking here. Out of character. Thank you, Arcana. But all right, back into it there. But what we see here is, of course, we see this great feeling of hope, which, admittedly, couldn't really be explained by anyone, especially not Phoebe, who, when pressed, just end up with, I'll be generous and say it was flop sweat, as opposed to something worse. But couldn't provide any explanation. As far as he could say, everyone saw it, but it was just him and Midnight and Vatna actually there. And of course, the idea there that was brought up again and again. Well, there was this, resonating hope amongst everyone as there was this fight. Therefore, it had to be the residents. It could be nothing else. Except I believe our expert, Goldfang, actually put the lie to that theory. As he himself admitted when he saw the crystal, yes, that crystal could be used to channel this resonance. But he also admitted that ambient emotion could also do, and in fact could amplify, the very same thing. And of course, in talking about that, we saw there about how he talked about this NDA, this thing which rendered him unable to discuss any of this without severe consequences. Now, I'll ask you to look at Chad. In fact, look at him very closely. And then,
Starts posing.
Yes, I gesture for that there. Does he look like someone who's in deep pain, deep stress? Honestly, I'd say he looks better than ever. So what we're seeing there is what I think was idea is this grand theft of these great secrets, I think is nothing more than a mere misunderstanding, a misinterpretation of something that was similar. But instead, what you saw is in greatest darkness, that moment of hope, as was in fact seen from the crystal there, is you saw those actual waves of hope, which, of course, Phoebe seems to have neglected remembering, except beyond the feeling itself. But you see that there? And then, with this ambient feeling of hope with that, it could very easily be done that that ambient feeling hit the tower, amplified it, and then created ultimately a feedback loop around everyone. So what looked like magic was simply the magic of the spirit of perseverance, not that of Hymnal. Thank you.
I don't think most people applaud, but I definitely think there's an applaud here.
It's like that now.
Yeah, right. Bix is clapping. Is oh, I'm sorry. Bix's mustache subtly claps. It's like order in my court. Everyone, calm down. Calm down. Vulpa, your closing statements, please.
Very well, Your Honor. Unlike my fellow defense counsel over there, I do not intend to make speculation as to the possibilities for random occurrence of resonant-like magic. Instead, I wish to refer solely to the facts of the case that we have been presented to us. Mr. Erebus has demonstrated that he had the ability to convert dreams into reality with his admittedly quite beautiful wings. Furthermore, during this dream, which we all shared, that was quite dreadful at first, Mr. Erebus was able to use some sort of magic which resembled resonance to convert that nightmarish feeling directly into hope that resonated with even the most terrified people, such as our friend Phoebe. Expert testimony. You have witnessed expert. Oh my God, I don't even think he's on screen. Okay. Expert testimony has concluded that our expert has concluded that the crystals that lined this tower that was creative could, in theory, be used much like glass as a conduit for Hymnal's magic, which, you know, is very interesting in my opinion. Though, and of course, the expert did mention that it would take research and effort to figure this out, but Lockstitch is well known for their technological research advancements, as we have all seen, and it is definitely not out of the realm of possibility. And of course, this NDA that the defense talked about is very, very, useful. Obviously, our defendant Chad could not have disclosed it if he was under an NDA, but as concluded by our vampire expert, Midnight has been able to consume these contracts and potentially void an NDA. Which, of course, leads us to Chad himself, who had affirmed in his testimony that he is, in fact, loyal to Lockstitch. He also confirmed that he is friends with Midnight, and even worked closely with him both in the gym and in the field occasionally. It seems... I can only go with what my eyes tell me, and what we all saw in that dream. And that was a close friend of Chad using magic that very closely resembles Hymnal's to, I think we all saw what happened. And, yeah, there simply is no one else that I think this could have disclosed this information. And the prosecution rests its case.
Oh no, that was really good. Okay. Oh no. Okay. So, Nika's in the other room right now with a headache. I'm gonna need somebody to put up a poll for guilty or not guilty, and you cannot make that ruling based on your characters. This isn't your characters doing this vote.
Specifically guilty or not guilty on what type of term? Like, what are we finding guilty for specifically?
Did Chad teach hymnal magic, resonance magic, to Lockstitch. Is there enough proof that that happened? It's just like, was that resonance magic that we all saw in that dream? And not only was it resonance magic, yeah, it's just that. What Vulpa just said, does that seem likely? And that you don't have to prove it by. This is civil court. This is not criminal court. We don't
Yeah,
have.
this is fine. This is just fine.
This is fines. Chad's gonna get hit with a fine that you wouldn't believe if you guys vote that it seems like it is. Also, keep in mind, this is a Nefraka jury. Sorry, go ahead if you had something to add.
No, nothing yet. I was just going to say civil is standard is what's called preponderance, so more likely than not.
There we go. Is it more likely than not that the place that Midnight learned magic that... And remember, these people don't remember the fact that Midnight became a superhero. These people don't know that he has this, like... So far. Okay. Okay, so everybody voted no. Alright, I'm sorry, Vulpa. Good job, Juris. You won the day.
Yeah, unfortunately, he presented a useful counter. Then it's possible that was resonating just ambiently.
Yeah. Yep. Still giving Vulpa a thumbs up, and then a stern look to Vulpa's once temporarily shirtless co-counsel.
Mudan's just like, okay, I guess. It's like, and Nyx is, excellent. This case is cleared up. Like, the NDA, I have no power to clear that NDA for you, Chad, you understand. But we, of the Perdium, find you innocent of sharing trade secrets from Hymnal's trade secrets.
Excellent.
They do the thing with their hands where they just stick a pinky and a thumb way out and wiggle them, like the surfer thing.
Yeah.
But it's done with the floating hands. Mudan looks over at Vulpa. She's like, "Oh, guess I can't win them. I can't win them all." It's like, let me tell you though, that was some amazing work you did out there.
Oh, thank you. Oh, where's the mustache left over here? Where did this come from?
What? What's the Oh no! Vulpa now has a clever convenient disguise.
Oh, I can't change the layer of it.
There it goes.
Oh, this is neat.
Add the disguise. You have the fake mustache. It's a real item. It works as a clever disguise. It will give you the disguise tag. It is fragile, as it's already been glued to somebody's face.
Yeah. Oh yes. Sorry, co-counsel. I'm sorry I didn't get your name. When you if you actually get a chance to see Vulpa, could you let them know that I do think they had a very good argument, and I would love to talk shop with them sometime in the future. And this is actually talking to Vulpa. Yeah, it's actually talking to Vulpa. Yeah, in the
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Maverick, is that you?
Oh yeah, me and him go way back.
I bet scumbag mustache Vulpa and Maverick get along real good.
Get a load of these guys, huh? Yeah, look at these guys.
All right. Nick stands up, like takes their judge robe off and puts on their regular robe right there, and it's just like, all right, now who's up for some falafel popper juniors?
I mean,
And
will there be mystery sauce involved?
there will be all of the mystery sauce.
I'm in.
Leave some protein for me, bro.
Or whatever. Like,
It's just
Yeah,
like,
all the protein, bro.
it's like, ah, Chad, and then
oh,
it's
sorry,
just like
my bad.
the whole like the credits start rolling in a freeze frame.
And actually, if I may, freeze frame, but with, like the end of a Police Squad episode where Phoebe is coming in, drinking his drink.
Oh, of course.
Hey guys, what's going on?
When are we gonna tell him that like his entire family died in a freaking meteor accident?
What?
What? Oh, nothing. Nothing.
They're dead?
Nobody's moving. It's just Phoebe. Everybody else is freeze framed. But yeah, that was Justicar. This is a pretty new game. It was like kickstarted not too long ago. It is by Nevin Holmes. And we'll drop the link for it in workshop. It seems like a really cool game. We didn't get into all the mechanics, but we did the damn thing, everybody.
It was fun.
Oh yeah, really fun.
Yeah, it was actually pretty interesting. I liked it.
You were a
You were
lot
so
better.
close, Vulpa. You were so close.
This like
I mean, proponents of evidence. He provided a pretty good example.
The main thing I thought
It
about
could have
was
happened
there was
once.
just too much doubt to like.
Yeah, there's also just no way to actually concrete prove that Midnight did eat said contract. It's just like it could have happened.
Yeah, there's not enough connections there. You just need like one piece to connect it. It would have been over. Chad would be
Needed the
drowning
one
in debt.
piece.
I had a contract piece of evidence prepared that it's like I was expecting Midnight to eat. Like what was going to happen was Mudon was going to present Midnight with it, but you guys kept shooting him down whenever Mudon was doing anything. Like he was going to wave a contract in Midnight's face. Midnight could snap it and eat it, and then everybody would have forgotten what was on the contract. So it would have forgotten that it was there in the first place. Yeah, I also very much love it when you guys laugh into the mic. It's one of my favorite things. It's actually a thing when I try to get better about it. It's like when I'm laughing out loud, I'd like to try to like hit my push to talk so you guys know that it is hilarious and you're not just like being responded with silence.
It was a tough balance because I there was a lot of times like during opposing counsel's questions I almost burst into laughter. I was like, I can't. It's rude in the court.
I don't know. Nix didn't seem like that serious of a judge.
There was also like so many times when Don was talking and I'm just like objection. Like in my mind, I'm like I can't. This guy.
Yeah, actually, that's one of the things there that I've actually, at least from time to time, had a bit of thought when it comes to strategy. Sometimes, if your opponent is really, going for something there, and it looks like the judge isn't liking it, don't object. Just let him piss off the judge.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought you were doing, and I'm like, God damn it. Need this man to talk less.
Alright, everybody. That game was a fucking hoot. You guys did amazing. I absolutely loved it. Thank you guys so much, and happy birthday, Professor Winter. Like,
My happy birthday.
I hope that
Happy
game
birthday.
was as good as you wanted it to be.
Oh, that and more so. I honestly, I had no idea how much I needed that and all that laughter.
I can't believe we brought a vampire expert in to discredit the vampires are not that they're not evil. We just discredit that they were even a vampire.
I finally got to do what I've been wanting to do. These aren't real vampires. Fuck them.
Like literally discrediting it. It's just like, oh, vampires are evil. Well, they're not vampires, so they don't count. And I was like, all right.
Didn't say we weren't evil. Just said those weren't vampires, guys.
Hi. Alright, everybody. We have another game tomorrow. That one's at normal 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That one is... So tomorrow's game is happening while Akana is in the spaceship under the sand that's about to explode. Is Akana jumping back through the portal at the end of it. We're going to have like a little thing about that, just so we all know where the time frame is. This happens somewhere. Doesn't matter where it happens in the timeline. We just all know that Kriegs at Market Square is very popular in Neferkau right now. Vulpa, even losing that case, at no point has lost any of their reputation as a lawyer. That felt like an impossible case to win. Although Juris did. That's a big win. The fact that you're not free from Hymnal, Chad, but you are a step closer to being free from Hymnal.
I swayed one juror. I got one.
You definitely got that one.
Yep, and I would also say that Vulpa impressed Juris enough to, maybe want to give some pointers and, maybe even have her as co-counsel in the future.
Legitimately giving Vulpa Beeromancer because how good they are at lying about being a Beeromancer is hilarious. Actually, no, it's just lawyer. It's not Beeromancer.
Regular lawyer.
The regular lawyer. Guys, Nika just told me it's just the plot of Suits.
So good. I love it.
Yeah, we're going to go from the plot of Suits to the plot of My Cousin Vinny.
All right, it's like we didn't talk about the weird differential. Thank you all so much for playing and so much for watching. Everybody, we'll be back tomorrow. Say goodbye forever.
Man.
Goodbye forever, man.
That was
Bye.
fucking hilarious.
Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Like Stitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Like Stitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Like Stitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Like Stitch's name, the world will know.